And now we actually have a couple get-to-know-you questions.
Okay.
So this is Get to Know Neil Jackson. So
Ooh.
the first question is, what's been your favorite episode of Make It or Break It to film?
I've got to say that episode 4 of the first season so far, the girls, the story was that the girls had gone to a kegger, and Sasha had only just come on as a coach. The girls had gone to a kegger, and Sasha finds out, and he calls them into the gym, and berates them and has them cleaning all the mats. And there was some really fun scenes that I got to do where I was getting them to write down things they hate and burning them, and it was some really fun dialogue. And for me, that was the first stuff I'd really done with any of the girls. So just to be on set pretty much the whole episode with the 4 girls just sort of laughing and joking and playing, I really enjoyed that episode.
Right, that was a good episode. And, okay, tell me, what is your favorite color?
Favorite color is blue. However, there's a little parenthesis on that. I love sort of electric lime green.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite color. It's such a stark color that I love it in really small doses. We have one wall in our house that is that color, and everything else is cream with dark wood flooring. And it's just, as long as there's a little flavor of that, I'm actually looking, and we've got one electric lime green cushion on the sofa, and it's the only one of that color. I just love that little color. It's not my favorite color. I wouldn't want it all the time. It just makes me smile.
That's good. And tell me, do you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
Prized possession or something I can't live without? My guitar. I kind of, everywhere I traveled to, I was very lucky when I first started acting in Britain that I had a lot of jobs that would take me away from home, and I'd travel around and I'd go to the continent and go through Europe. And the first thing I'd always pack is I'd grab my guitar and bring it with me. There's nothing like having my guitar to make me feel at home if I'm in some lonely hotel room or something. So, I always bring my guitar with me and strum away to while away the hours.
So you can sing?
Yeah, I sing and play the guitar. It's fun. I've been doing that for, 15 years. I've been playing.
So that's something kind of like I didn't even know about. I didn't know you could sing.
I've always flitted between. Part of me every so often really wants to sit down, record some stuff, and try to get music career going, but you have to be so dedicated in order to do it. And I love acting, and I'm also a writer. So to try to balance 3 things means one would suffer. At the moment, I'm really happily able to balance writing and acting. When I'm not acting, I'm writing prolifically. So I haven't quite found the time to pursue the music to the level that I want, but it's always there on the back burner.
Right, absolutely. And do you have a favorite food?
Favorite food? It ebbs and flows. I just as a hard and fast, I love a beef roast, like a beef Sunday roast. I love that. I love Thanksgiving Day food. Who doesn't love turkey with all the trimmings of roast potatoes and everything like that? It's very English comfort food, but they're kind of my favorites.
Do you eat like a lot of the English foods they have like in England?
Yeah, you couldn't name one then, could you? You were thinking like bangers and mash and a full English breakfast and shepherd's pie and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, the problem is they're comfort food and they're very stodgy, and you eat a lot of it and you start noticing the pounds cracking on. So every so often I get a little hankering to have some shepherd's pie or have something that's traditionally British. I always get my fill when I go back.
Very nice. Tell me, speaking of like destinations, where's your favorite getaway destination?
Getaway destination? In LA, we often just head up to Big Bear. If we get a long weekend off or something, we'll just go to Big Bear and just relax by the lake there. Or head to Santa Barbara and just look around the shops, and there's great restaurants there by the beach. Just kind of just an hour and a half, 2 hours out of Los Angeles. A proper full-on getaway. We were really lucky 2 years ago that me and Kylie could go to the Amazon, and we trekked down the Amazon in a small boat, sleeping on the banks of the Amazon. So just getting out in amongst nature.
Wow, yeah, that's amazing. Definitely. And tell me, is there any like a celebrity you'd like to work with?
Celebrity I'd like to work with?
Yes.
I don't know why William Shatner just popped into my head. I think it'd be really fun to work with William Shatner, to work with the original Captain Kirk. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be neat.
It's a random one, I know, but it'd be kind of fun. I mean, all of the big names. I've been really lucky that I've worked with a lot of big names during my career, and anybody. I just love working, and the fun thing is, the longer they've been in the industry, the more stories they have, and I'm such a geek at heart. I could sit listening to stories about movies all day.
Absolutely.
So as long as they've got good tales to tell, I don't mind who it is.
Right, exactly. And now, let's see. Okay, you actually got your Twitter. You just opened one, which is twitter.com/NeilJackson1.
Yeah, there was hundreds of Neil Jacksons. I mean, my middle name is Alexander, and every connotation of Neil Jackson, Neil A. Jackson, Neil Alexander Jackson, N.A. Jackson was gone. And having to be Neil Jackson 1. So that's why I've got the 1 on there.
And how did you decide to open a Twitter?
A lot of my friends are on it, and a lot of the cast on Make It or Break It are on it, as well as Holly, the creator, and a few people. And they'll sing the praises of it, and they love it, and have so much fun chatting to everybody and learning about the show and hearing from their fans and everything. And I'd resisted for a little while just because I don't really use my computer other than to write. I have a Facebook page that I never visit, and I'm not great with emails and all that sort of stuff, but eventually, after hearing them continually say, you've got to get on it, it's so much fun, I signed up. It was actually a week ago, Saturday, and it's really great. I'm really enjoying just chatting to everybody and hearing their comments and talking to people.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad I did it. It's a shame it took me so long.
Right. Do you have like a favorite tweet? I know you've only been there for just for a week, but so far that you've seen or somebody's tweeted?
Favorite tweet? I got to say, Candace wrote one, who plays Summer Van Horn. She wrote one, and I'm paraphrasing, but she said, just came home to horrible diarrhea and a mess all over the place.
Okay, how did I miss that one? I definitely didn't see that.
And then she wrote one afterwards saying, that was my dog, by the way.
Oh, no, that is a good one.
Yeah, so that kind of made me giggle.
Yeah, I follow her too, so I follow the whole cast.
Yeah. So yeah, that made me giggle. She got a little embarrassed that she hadn't clarified that it was her dog who had an upset stomach.
See, that's what's so great about Twitter, though. You can just write that stuff like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So everybody needs to make sure to follow Neil on Twitter and tune into Season 2 of Make It or Break It on June 28th.